Good afternoon, my dear student. Okay, so the last chapter, the work energy power, and before this chapter, the gravitation. Today, totally revision for those chapters. Any numerical question, reasoning question, theory part, any problem. First, I will try to clear you. So, you will come one by one. Any question, any numerical from your books. Risha Rai left. Gravitation chapter. Law of flotation means flotation not in your syllabus, but if any queries you cleared. And work power energy. Work power energy. Last chapter, the sound is not included in your syllabus. Okay. So, any type of question from your side or numerical from your NCERT book or your sample paper? You write it, you write it. What is your question? You write it, what is your question? Or any part, I will try to revise it. This portion is not clear. Work, energy, power. And the gravitation, Newton's laws of gravitation, Kepler's laws of planetary motion, and gravitational acceleration, mass and weight. Mass and weight. What is Kepler's law of planetary motion? You see your books or reference books, you only remember it because derivation not in your syllabus. First is the sun as a focus, means one contradiction between the Kepler's and the Newton. My dear student, you listen it first. Kepler's considered the locus of the planetary motion is elliptical, ellipse, but Newton considered it, the locus of the planetary motion is circle, means circular. Ellipse means it has two axes, one is the major and the minor, in the upper class you will see it, and two focuses are there. First law is this, sun as a focus. You consider sun is here or there, and the planet will move in a which type of motion? Not the circular, it is the elliptical. Okay. Next is the area swept by the any planet with respect to its time, it must be constant. It must be constant. Area swept by the planet with respect to time means the same time interval, the area swept by the planet always be constant. Third number, The t square varies as r cube. Square of the time period is the distance of the major axis cube. That is the Kepler's law of planetary motion. You remember it and you try to write it. No explanation, no derivation in your syllabus. Okay. And consider the Newton, always it will be the circular motion. Universal law of gravitation states that every object exert a gravitational force of attraction on every other object. If this is true, why don't we notice such forces? Why don't the two objects in a room move towards each other due to these forces? Okay, you see the Newton's one story, the apple fall from a tree towards the earth, means the Newton's sitting on the earth and the apple is strike on the head of the Newton. So how it is possible? If the forces are same, so earth not moves towards the apple, apple moves towards the earth. Why is it? Because the mass of the apple is very, very less than the mass of the earth. So the acceleration is more for the apple than the earth. So we can only feel the acceleration of the object is this. Similar way, if the two objects are here and there, first one moves towards this, so why not this? Means this acceleration is more and you are on this object, so you cannot feel it. But both objects are on the surface of it. So the force of attraction towards the center of the earth. So that object not attract to each other because it is not the magnetic property to each other. Okay, not the electrical property to each other. The opposite charges are attract to each other or repel to each other. Forces acts towards the center, so it cannot be possible. Okay. What is the meaning of periodic motion? Not periodic motion now. It is the motion will be not the circular, it is the elliptical. Okay. T square varies as r cube, means r cube by t square is constant or t square by r cube is the constant. This is the third law. And area swept by the planet in the same time interval will be the constant. That is the second law of planetary motion. And first law, sun is a focus. Okay. Is it the third law that is law? Period of Kepler's law. Yes. This is the motion of the planet. This is the motion of the planet related with its distance. T square varies as r cube. T square varies as r cube. When you will in class 11, then you see the derivation is there. T square varies as r cube. You only remember it. Square of the time period is directly proportional to its major axis distance, cube of the major axis distance. You only remember it. You only try to remember it, the third law. No explanation in your syllabus. You see 1 or 2 pages are there, the derivation in class 11. So when you will come in class 11, that you will try to derive it. You only remember it. What is the inverse square rule? Inverse square rule. Inverse square rule. Always attract to each other. Inverse square rule not in the gravitation chapter. Not the gravitation chapter. Inverse square rule. Inverse square. No. So only you see the law of gravitation by the Newton and the Kepler's law of planetary motion. And the acceleration due to gravity, that means the gravitational acceleration, and last part the mass and weight. The pressure, thrust, upthrust, flotation is not in your syllabus in this year. Okay. Vivek, what is your question? Kevlar's not in your syllabus, but you remember it. You try to remember it because so many competitive exams are there, or one contradiction between the Kevlar's law and the Newton's law. Most important, vital for the students, you know it, the Kevlar's law applicable, the locus of the planet will be the elliptical, and the Newton's law of gravitation, the locus of the planet will be circular. Why the Newtons consider the path will be the circular? Because if the object moving with a circular path, that time you consider the centripetal force and the centrifugal force, and due to this centripetal force, that means the centrifugal force and the Newtonian force, when both are equal, that time the object is rotated automatically in a circular path. That means you see the artificial satellite moves in a circular path. Okay, circular path, and if you try to set up the artificial satellite in a particular orbit, it will be automatically rotated in that part. No changes its position. Okay, and it will be fixed, it will be rest with respect to the earth. So you will be see always the position of the satellite will be same. What is your question? Any type of question or numerical from your books? The mass of a planet is 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg. Mass of a planet is 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg. Yes. And its diameter is 12.8 into 10 to the power. Diameter is 12.8 into 10 to the power 3 kilometer. 10 to the power 3 kilometer. If the value of gravitational constant be 6.7 in 10 to the power minus 11, 6.7 into 10 to the power minus 11 in SI system, means SI unit. Calculate the value of acceleration due to gravity on that surface of the planet. So you know the relation between this. M into G equal to G M into M by R square, means D square, diameter R square. Okay. So M cancel. Okay. So what will be the value of G? G capital M by R square. So my dear student, you put it here and you use it, the calculator or the pen and paper, you calculate it. The value of G is this. The value of M is that, and the value of R means this is the D, means the diameter, and this is the radius. So divided by 2, 6.4 into 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power 3. That value will be R equal to 6.4 into 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power 3 in meter unit. Kilometer unit, so you change the meter unit. And those data, means 6 into 10 to the power 24, 6.4 into 10 to the power 6, and 6.7 into 10 to the minus 11, you put it here, and you calculate it with the help of calculator or pen and paper, and you write the answer. Okay, sir. Okay. Next, any problem, any numerical? Any question? Total revision for the 2 chapters. Any question or numerical? What is? Thermodynamics. Thermodynamics, not in your syllabus. So when you will come in 11th class, then you see the one chapter is thermodynamics, means heat and temperature. Explain. That chapter is called the thermodynamics, which is more fundamental, the mass of the body or the weight. And why? Mass of the body, because weight is depend W equal to m into g, and mass means m. So mass is constant each and everywhere in our universe, but g will be the change from different position from the earth's surface. G will be changed for different position from the earth's surface. So if G will be changed, weight also be the change. But mass is the constant each and everywhere in our universe. So mass is the fundamental. My dear student, mass is the fundamental, not the weight. Okay? Mass is the fundamental. So G is constant as we take. No, G is not constant. G, the value of G is on the earth's surface is constant. Surface on the earth, the value of G equal to, we consider here the meter per second square. But when you check it at a height this, the value will be less, means you know this formula, G dash equal to G into 1 minus 2h by r. Okay, if you see at the depth of x, at here the G dash equal to G into 1 minus x by r. At the center, the value of G dash will be 0. So different position, the value of G will be the different. Due to this reason, weight of this object will be the different. If it will be different and not the constant, that is not the fundamental, but it is the fundamental. Okay. Uttam Sharma. You write it your question, you write it your numerical. Sangram, any question? You type it. sphere of mass 40 kg is attracted by another sphere of mass 80 kg by a force of 25 in 10 to the power minus 6 Newton, when their center are 30 millimeter apart, find the value of G. Very easy question. Very easy question. By a force of 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 6 Newton. You check it, You check it. Again, two objects, M1 and M2, 40 and 80 kg. M1 equal to 40 kg, M2 equal to 80 kg, and the force F equal to 2.5 into 10 to the power 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 6 Newton, and center, when their center are 30 millimeter apart. (13 to 10 to the power minus 3 meter). Okay. Millimeter. So F equal to G M1 M2 by D square. You put the data. F is this, M1 is that, M2 is that, and D is that. Okay? And you put it in your calculator, you find out the value of G. Okay? You find out the value of G. A body floats in kerosene of density is this, up to a certain mark. If the same body is placed in water of density this, will be sink more or less. If the density of the liquid is more, then it will be float. If the density of the liquid is less, then it will be sink. So when the object is put on the water, that time that object will be float more than that, because density is 0.8, means a certain amount of submerged. If you put it the same object in a higher density, then the upthrust will be more, so it will be more float than that. Okay, sir? Okay. Next question. Next question, it will be more float, because the density of the water is more than the density of kerosene, so upthrust will be the more. So it will be more float than that. Means less sink. Okay. Yes. My dear student, everyone try to mute your speaker. My dear student, giving reason, state the rating on a spring balance when it is attached to a floating block of wood which weights is in air. Given reason, state the rating of a spring balance when it is attached to a floating block of wood. given reason state the reading on a spring balance. So when it is attached to a floating block, of wood which weights is 50 gram in air. When it will be float, the reading will be 0 because the upthrust and the weight will be the same. So the spring balance reading will be the 0. Okay. When it will be float on the surface of any liquid, that time the spring balance will be the 0, because the upthrust means float means the weight of this object and the upthrust will be the same. So the reading of the spring balance will be 0. So thank you my dear student. Next day see you again. You revise your first chapter, motion chapter, rest and motion. Any type of numerical question, graph from your syllabus, from your books, from your sample paper, from anywhere. Any type of numerical graph and questions, reasoning question from the first chapter. Okay? Okay, my dear student.